What is good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and today, as you can see, I have a Buffalo Wild Wings mukbang in front of me. I got a few classics, few go-tos, but I've also got some new things I'm very curious to try out. So starting with the wings, honey barbecue. I've always gotten honey barbecue from Buffalo Wild Wings ever since I first had it. Nice, reliable, little bit of spice, a bit of flavor in there. This is one I've never had before, called spicy garlic, and Buffalo Wild Wings is something new this time that I hadn't. It's been a little while since I've been there, but they put the sauce on the side, so I just kind of drizzled it, and I also have it back here to dip in. Same thing here, Jammin Jalapeno. That one I'm really excited about as well. Two new kind of flavors are going to be spicy. I'm pretty sure Jammin Jalapeno and spicy garlic. We can rest assured those are going to be spicy. Got celery. I got blue cheese back here as well. I got onion rings. I'm getting on a thing right now where I'm just going to start having onion rings anytime I can. I love onion rings. And we might end up doing like a contest, like a tournament like we did with the fries. What's the best fry? And lastly, we got the cheese curds here with the caramel, whatever you want to call it. I got that right here as well. Cheese curds and the caramel. I've talked about this a couple times on the channel, but to anybody new, if you have Buffalo Wild Wings, get the cheese curds and the caramel. Do yourself a favor. Savory and sweet at its finest. So I know a couple days ago I did a Q&A and was asked, one question was, had I been recognized in public? And I said I got recognized, but through Q. Today I got recognized as Scott, a subscriber to the channel. Izzy helped me out at Buffalo Wild Wings. Izzy, very cool dude, just started a channel. I'll drop the link below. Just started the channel out about a month ago, so good luck. Izzy does like fashion hauls and mukbangs, so best of luck with that, Izzy, and thank you for being very cool at Buffalo Wild Wings when I was there today. So let's get started with the food, and also got story time today. I'm going to be talking about my first crush. But let's get started with the food. I'm not even gonna waste any time here. I'm trying to get in these Jammin Jalapeno. I'm gonna try it straight up. I always like to try wings straight up without the blue cheese. That is really good. Oh, that jalapeno is kicking in. The jalapeno is kicking in. Let me try it with a little blue cheese. What, we're gonna stick with that, and then we're gonna go to spicy garlic next. I kind of like them by themselves. And I do have water here today as my drink. Guys, I'm feeling the Jammin Jalapeno. All right, let me have one of these spicy garlic. Same deal. I'm gonna get a little sauce on it. These have me a little bit nervous. This could be harsh. I don't know. Ooh, that those have, in my opinion, I would have expected the Jammin Jalapeno to have more kick. That has a lot of flavor, and spicy garlic is good. If you like just like a spicy, strong flavor. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. You know what? Let me have a honey barbecue right here. I need something to cool it down. Oh, those are good. I don't celery to cool it down. I like it. Now there's a sauce here for the onion rings, so I'm gonna go with that. Now Buffalo Wild Wings are specifically called beer battered onion rings. Now as you could hear, they're not quite as crispy as I probably would like. All honesty. They're good, but I want a more like hardened batter. Save the cheese curds for last. That's like a dessert. Even though you wouldn't think cheese curds is a dessert, Scott. Yeah, put them in that caramel as a dessert. Now, when I was setting everything up, I originally had the caramel back here. And I was like, let me put it up there, being that's where the the cheese curds are gonna be. I almost, like right now when I was just pointing that out, I almost would have put that in the Jammin Jalapeno sauce. I don't know how that would have been. I might actually try that. I was like, is that crazy? Is that good? I don't know. Yeah, let's get into the story time here today. So today I'm going to talk about my first crush. And in case there's anybody watching that knew me from middle school or could know this person from middle school, I'm just going to call this person E. In case they had the yearbook, I don't want anything crazy going on. I'm just going to call him E. That was their first initial. So that's all we're going to say. Let me get into this spicy garlic real quick. My bad, y'all. That sauce hit me. Now, where I went to middle school, there was 7th and 8th grade. Now, this was a girl. I thought she was pretty. I thought she was cute, but she was a girl I never ever heard like talked about around. Cause every grade, probably starting with middle school, is when the gossip starts. Oh, she's hot. He does this. Da 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 da. But they're talking about this person. That all the gossip starts. But I never really heard her name brought up in anything. Whether it be like just general, oh, I don't like this person, I like this person, or hot or not, none of that. So I just kind of like put her away. It's like, oh, she's a cute girl, and here, there, whatever. But anyway, we're in the same English class, and toward the end of the year, we had to do get in front of the class and talk about a book, and I'm 90% sure the book was To Kill a Mockingbird for this specific instance. But the way she like presented the book in front of the class, her like report on it, like her thoughts, it was you know, because sometimes you do schoolwork and it's just like, I know what to do, and it's just like very standard, it's not thought out. Just trying to get through it. But she actually had something to say, like, about it, like articulate intellectual thoughts about it. And at that point, she went from somebody who was just like cute to somebody who I thought was still cute, but like, I want to get to know this person a lot more. But at the time, I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the confidence to do it. So I kind of just laid back, but she fascinated me, and it goes true for today. Same thing. Like, obviously Q is beautiful. She's gorgeous. But like, once I realize someone has something going on up here, and there's like a good conversation, I know, that just like elevates a person. And this, you know, that's what, 15 years later. You know what I mean? But like, so I wanted to get to know her. So I only told one person. I only told my friend Ivan. And you know, he kept it private. He's a really good friend. He moved, and you know, we kind of went our separate ways later, but he'll bust me up about it, this, that, whatever. He sat next to me on the bus, so we'd have those convos. So I didn't say anything to her for the rest of 7th grade. But I sort of silently was like having a crush on this girl. The next year, it was 8th grade, and me and Ivan were talking, and another dude who I thought was my friend, at the time he was my friend, like heard us talking about it and kind of intervened, and I just told him, I was like, yeah, I got a crush on her. You know, she's a cool girl. I would like to talk to her. He's like, why don't you? I'm like, I'm nervous. You kind of got to do things in your own time. You know, I think at this point I had like wrote a note, but I never gave it to her. I like wrote it out. I was like, I got to do this. I got to write it. Because that's how you do it. That was the texting of back in the day. And that with texting now, you gotta be able to have the person's number. This, you just hand it to him. So he went up to her the next day at lunch and told her I had a crush on her. I was pretty upset. I saw him doing it. Like, we all sat together at lunch, and I saw him get up and go over there, and he never talked to her before, never mentioned her, ever, anything like that. And then like, they're looking at me, and I'm like, oh boy. And then one of her friends came up to me in the hallway later that day or the next day and was like, yeah, do you like your friend came over, your friend John came over, said this, that. I was like, yeah, I like her, I'm sorry you did that, you know, all that. And she was like, you should tell her. And so what I did was I wrote a note. The next day I gave it to her, and she was like, I apologize for my friend being, you know, cornball and doing that to me, but I was like, yeah, I'm sorry he made you uncomfortable. He probably made you uncomfortable, this and that. Like, I think you're really cute, really pretty, like you're really smart. We hit it off. So in classes we would end up sitting next to each other and talking. I went to her lunch table, she came to mine, we sat together sometimes. You know, it was just one of those things. At the time, I didn't know how to take it to the next level. I would say after like a couple weeks of doing that, just like general hanging out, platonic, we're on good terms, but we're not in a relationship, I asked her out to the movies. And we went, but I can't remember to this day what the movie was. So a couple more weeks go by, and I'm like, all right, I gotta take it to the next level. I gotta like tell her how I feel. I want to, you know, be like official, exclusive. I think whatever you want to call it. You know, there's different terms of the day. So one day, I was in my room the whole night. Like, wow, this is embarrassing. So I was in my room the whole night the night before I was gonna like, you know, at the time ask the big question. You know, pop the big question. And so I'm in my room and I'm just like, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say it like that. This is like really, this is bad. Who hasn't done this stuff? Come on, it's all embarrassing. So anyway, I'm practicing my lines in my room. Next day, I'm ready to do it. I'm confident. I know when I'm gonna do it. Like we had a whole plan to eat lunch together, the whole thing. So I tell her lunch. And I knew I was probably gonna stall at lunch, so I was like, oh, if I don't do it at lunch, I want to do it like when we're walking to the buses, and this and that. Like after. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I can't believe I'm telling this story. I couldn't believe it. I was embarrassed. But. Yeah, I had a whole backup plan because I knew I would probably stall at lunch. But anyway, we get to lunch and I'm like excited because like my heart's racing, but I'm like really happy because I'm about to tell somebody how I feel, and I'm pretty sure they feel the same way because we've had good conversations. We talk on the phone. So she sits down. And like something I want to tell you, and it's like not in a sad mode, it's not in a happy mode, it's just something, you know, she was kind of monotone. I was like, okay. And she said, my dad got a new job and I'm going to be moving to Texas. My heart just went like that. It's not like she didn't break my heart. You know, she didn't like, you know, not like I'm breaking up with you. We were never together, but it's like I was so excited and she said that and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was probably like, oh, cool. You know, that's everything. But, yeah, anyway, so it was never the same after that. So, we still hung out and, you know, I said goodbye to her, the whole thing. She was leaving school, like halfway through the year. It had to be tough going to like not cross the country, but halfway across the country. But yeah, so I was kind of bummed about that. That was my first crush. Ended up taking my heart with her to Texas. No, I'm just kidding. So after work, I was a little bit down. I told Ivan about it. I said, oh, that's all right, man. You know, something like that. I don't remember the exact wording, but like something like, yeah, it's all good. And while she was still there, I still kind of like was cool with her, connected with her, so it was kind of, I don't know, a weird spot. Once she moved is when I kind of started feeling like sad, you know. I know some people are like, for once, Scott, you have water. Thank goodness. But listen, I like water. I like water just fine, but sometimes you just swinge it up. So like what I'll say to that, and looking back on it, how I should have handled it. After she did the book thing in the 7th grade, after she did like her book report, the next day I should have been very comfortable. Now, the reason I didn't have the confidence, you know, that rejection. The possibility of rejection, it just is, and I'm grateful in this situation where, and I'm very grateful in this situation because like she didn't make me feel any type of way, even after my friend went over there and kind of blew up my spot. Like, why would you do that? Like, you know, but like she didn't hate me for it. Once I explained myself, she was cool, her friends were cool, and like she got like straight A's. She was one of those types of students that got A's across the board, and I wasn't. So I thought, man, she's not gonna think I'm smart. The best advice I ever got when it came to talking to girls was from my roommate in college. His name was Mike. And he said, you're already at no. What's the worst it's gonna get? But you have that fear of rejection, your embarrassment, all that stuff. But I say if you feel some type of way about somebody, go up and tell them. They're gonna respect your honesty. They're gonna respect that in and of itself. Once you start doing it, once you start talking to girls, it all becomes a lot easier. Now I had like girlfriends in high school, but like once he told me that, it just clicked. It just made sense. So that's the best advice I can give. If there's somebody you want to talk to, just talk to them. Okay, just go up there and be yourself. You're already at no. So right now I'm gonna have these cheese curds and caramel. So it's a cheddar cheese in this batter, and I put it in caramel. Oh my goodness, that's so good. So good. But yeah, it's a tough thing when you got a crush on somebody, breaking through that, because like, you put this person in high regard, and you're like, I don't want them to think I'm a loser. I don't want them to think I'm this, I'm that, I'm corny. You have all these thoughts in your head when they might be feeling the same way about you. You don't even know. It's a weird place to be. Middle school is weird. Middle school is very, very weird. Cheese curds and the caramel. Caramel? Is it caramel or caramel? I might put a poll up for this. Because when I say caramel, somebody says caramel. When I say caramel, somebody says caramel. Tomato, is it tomato, or is there like an official way to say it? All right, just on my one last cheese curd here. Oh man. Guys, if you'd like me to do more story times, leave the topic or what you'd like me, something that happened in my life that may have happened to you, like my experience. Leave that below. If it's something I do want to talk about, I'm happy to do it. There's certain things that are very, very private and I don't want to talk about. There's names involved, there's people involved that I don't want to put out there, but for the most part, I'll be pretty open toward it. Tomorrow I'm going to be dropping my review for 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman. So I'm pretty excited about that. Anytime I go to the movies, I'm excited. It's weird. It's like my place of peace. I love it. I love going there. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Please let me know what you thought of story time. If you'd like me to do more, whatever. I greatly appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today and hearing my thoughts on my first crush. Pretty revealing, and some of it's pretty embarrassing. Scott, you're in your room reciting your lines? Yes. Yes, it was. But guys, I will see you guys later. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Be well.